Meta and Microsoft, two mega companies, have been going down for the last 6 months. To be exact, Microsoft went down 34% from its previous all-time high, and Meta went down 32% from its previous all-time high. In this video, we're gonna take a deep analytic dive into the financials and technicals data in Meta and Microsoft. See if this is the biggest opportunity in 2026 and if you should buy the dip. Let's get started. Hey guys, this is Alon.stocks and I post daily free content about investing and the stock market. I would like to mention this content purpose is educational only and this is not financial advice. The channel already has 10 subscribers, so thank you very much. Please like and subscribe and let's get started. So first of all, let's look at the chart and understand where is a good buying point. So over here, she went up a lot and then created a double top pattern, which is very bearish. From there, even when the market was going up, she went down 30 some percent. Now, she broke every single support level. And that's very weird, and we're gonna understand why it's weird later in the video. This is Meta's chart. Let's check it out. So as you can see, a big rise, a lot of gaps, which is not very good. 80% of them tend to close. Now, she had a resistance number 1, number 2, number 3. This is not good. It's called head and shoulders pattern, which is not a good pattern. Now she gapped down because of her earning report, which we're gonna cover later. And then dip buyers, she went up, found resistance, and now yesterday she went down by 8%. So you may ask, why is this weird? Stocks tend to go down sometimes. Here is why. In the last 6 months from July 31st, the S&P 500 went down by 3%, pretty much 3%. Meanwhile, Microsoft and Meta by 31 and 29. So I started digging and I researched Meta's and Microsoft's latest financial results. So let me summarize it for you. So the total revenue went up by 17%, which is a good thing, to 81.3 billion. But the net income reached 38.5 billion, which is also a good thing. But the market didn't like that 10 billion went from OpenAI, a non-profit startup. So the revenue came from these main income sources: productivity in business, intelligent cloud, and more personal computing. 34 for productivity in business, 32 billion for intelligent cloud, and 14.3 for more personal computing. So let's see what the market didn't like. So other Xbox brands saw a massive decline. The hardware and content. They went down by 32% and minus 5%. Another thing the market hated is the capex that went up by 66% to 37.5 billion. The capex is mainly focused on GPUs, data centers, and AI, and because of that, her cash flow declined by 9%. The market also didn't like that from her $38.5 billion net income, 10 billion of that was gained from OpenAI. They want to see a diversity of clients and they don't want Microsoft to be dependent on OpenAI so much. In conclusion, the market didn't like that the gross margin fell from 70 to 67% because of high capex investments in AI. He didn't like that the gaming aspect of things went down a lot. They didn't like the capex, of course, and I didn't like the free cash flow that went down. And to top it all off, they didn't like the OpenAI investments and that $10 billion of their net income is from OpenAI. Here is another cool thing. Microsoft Microsoft count as cheap because her PE is only 22.90 and her forward PE is below 20, which makes her cheap fundamental wise. Also, her PE historically is cheap. Always she was traded in a PE over 30, and only in the lows she hit below that. Now, statistically, it means she probably will bounce back, but the charts tell us a different story. For some odd reason, Microsoft can't get a little bit of buyers. She has been going down for the last week or so, and she broke every single line of support. Doesn't matter how you look at it. Weekly, daily, doesn't matter. So here's the thing. There's two scenarios that are positive for Microsoft. First one, she finds support at the low over here. She gets support here and reverses the trend. The second option is buyers get in right now or soon, and then she reverses the trend before reaching this point. The third option, which I don't think will happen, it's a pretty weird one. She continues to go down and breaks this line of support. If that happens, this can be very weird. So we already made a video about Meta. We said she's in trouble, and from there she went down like 20%, so you can watch that one. So we'll do it shortly. So her revenue is growing, and she reported a very good and impressive 60 billion in revenue. Her two main income sources are the family of apps, which include WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, and the reality labs. The thing is, they were losing money each year with the reality labs. So the capex went up a lot, and investors didn't like that. It went up from 39.2 billion in 2024 to 72.2 billion in 2025. So, since they were losing $6 billion quarterly on the reality labs, they decided to close the operation. Which is a problem because even though they stopped the 6 billion quarterly loss, it's still so much money and time they invested into this project that it really hurts the company. Also, Meta is getting sued because their products are addicting and the platform is not safe for kids. I don't know what to think about this, but yeah, it can put Meta in some trouble. Another thing, Meta was working on this AI model named Avocado, and they said it underperformed compared to Google, OpenAI, Anthropic, and XAI. So Zuckerberg is spending 600 billion on data centers, 135 billion alone this year, hires and scales AI CEO for 14.3 billion, it reaches to the top researchers from OpenAI, and creates the elite team lab called Meta Superintelligence Lab, and still loses to Gemini 3. The avocado is delayed from March to May. Meta's current PE is 23.3, and as you can see historically, it's the lowest since April, which was a dip. Her forward PE is 18.1, which still makes her very, very cheap. Obviously, the real reason Meta went down is because Jim Cramer posted positively about her. Nah, it's all jokes. Just read about the Jim Cramer curse. Let's look at Meta's chart. So as you can see, Head and Shoulders went down a lot. Now, she has a support line over here, and in the weekly candle, it's pretty dumb because the week hasn't ended yet. She still has the SMA 200 and the SMA 150 to find support on. Now the big question is, did Meta find a low? Did she forge a dip? Now I can't tell you for sure, but let me show you something pretty cool. If we invert the chart, we see an inverse head and shoulders. Let's say this is a bullish pattern. So the potential is from here to here. Another 40%. So basically, the potential is reaching here, 313. So yeah, if he doesn't find support over here or here, she has potential to go down all the way to here pretty much. It's not guaranteed. I don't even think she'll go down so much, but it is possible. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and goodbye.